with our mental health month, we've decided to extend it. We're going to talk today about the power of vulnerability. If you're familiar at all with Brene Brown, I encourage you to write her name down, Brene Brown. And so she did an amazing TED Talk. In fact, it's the number one most viewed TED Talks in history. So she is a researcher, very powerful, talks about vulnerability, talks about shame, talks about so many things. But really, I want to zoom in right now on vulnerability. I had a conversation with a prospective client just a week ago, and she shared in the conversation, Cate, I had my burnout last year. It was pretty heavy duty, and I kind of felt it was a little bit of out of left field. And then when I kind of took a breath, I said, thank you so much for your transparency. Thank you for trusting me enough to be vulnerable. See, don't you find that with this pandemic, we're all starting to share a little bit more about what's really going on? We've got things happening with our parents. We've got things with our children. We've got so many things happening. It doesn't mean our colleagues need to be our therapists or our supervisors. That's not at all. However, being able to speak more openly and not see it as a weakness, because truly it is a strength. There's power in vulnerability. Then all of a sudden you realize you're not alone. Somebody shares something else. So my invitation to you as a leader is for the next 7 days, take a look at, are you allowing yourself to do some healthy self-disclosure with your team? Whether it's a collective team meeting, whether it's a one-on-one, something that you think will be helpful to the person in front of you. Because sometimes it's like, oh, we've got our armor on and I've got to be strong and I got to be tough. I cannot tell you the number of leaders I'm working with right now who are powerhouses, absolutely, and they're now breaking through some things because they're giving themselves permission. Some of it's forced because they're so stressed out and overwhelmed. However, they are allowing themselves to get vulnerable and go, yeah, I need to do some things differently, or I need to take a look at, and we know that secrets keep us sick, right? So I would love for you over the next 7 days to really make a point of every single day allowing yourself to shine through, being vulnerable with maybe a mistake you made. Maybe it's that you're talking about being overwhelmed, or that you're having some sleep issues, or that you're just not yourself. Because what it does is it brings you, people start to feel more connected to you, right? Which is what we all need. And so if you're being real with me, it gives me permission to be real with myself. So please share the video. Would love you to share in the chat maybe some things that you've done that have allowed you to express yourself in a vulnerable situation with someone else, on your team. Thanks so much.